Hi, I'm Faith, an avid gardener and homesteader here in North Florida, Zone 8B. And just recently, we sold our house on the outskirts of town, moved to the country. This is going to be our new garden plot, and bought our dream farmhouse. So subscribe and join me as we build our brand new homestead. Good morning, friends. This Saturday began like most Saturdays or evenings after work lately, covered in paint. And while I miss my garden and digging my hands in the soil terribly, I find this is a pretty good replacement. I've never done well sitting idle and find so much more joy and appreciation when I do the work myself. So here I am again, painting. It might be easy to think that this was done in one day, considering I've been in the same outfit, but it was done over weeks. And as usual, I couldn't have done it without the help of my family. Well, everybody, I have not been getting as much work done lately because I got this little guy who was rescued. My aunt found him crying in her bushes. Didn't have anybody. And of course, I'm a sucker and said, I'll take him. So we're calling him Peaches. He's the cutest little, not orange or quite tan, Loney. Luna's obsessed. Both of the dogs are just following him around obsessively. But he's very, very cute. I'm not sure what age he is yet. He fell off the couch the other day and it's kind of hurt his foot a little, and he's got a little bit of a sneeze. So I'm thinking I need to take him into the vet. I haven't seen him use a potty in a couple days, which I know they don't have to go every day when they're really young, but that makes me a little nervous. So he's just so little, I want to make sure everything's okay. And let's see, what else? So I am actually a little bit allergic to cats. So I've been sneezing a lot and my asthma has been really bad, but kind of worth it. He's mostly probably going to be kind of an outside cat more than indoors once he gets a little bit bigger, but we got plenty of space for him to roam, so I think that'll be okay. And me, I just have to make sure that I wash my hands in like anywhere he's been after holding him, because otherwise Luna, we're filming and you're in the way. Luna. Yes. Purrs all the time. Dogs are definitely adjusting. Luna's almost afraid of him in a way. Like anytime he moves quickly, Luna like freaks out, but she's getting better. Luna, be easy. Easy, girl. It is Labor Day weekend and we are taking a little bit of a break from doing house stuff, but we have gotten so much done already. We had somebody come in and scrape the popcorn ceilings, and then we went behind and cleaned everything up and then painted the ceiling, which that took a long time to get the paint done on the ceiling because it's quite the shoulder workout. I've also been working on all the trim everywhere on the house and I have a little bit left to do, but I'm almost done with that. And then all the walls have been painted, which we hired our friend to just paint the bottom of the walls. We finished the kitchen, although I have a little bit of trim work to do in the kitchen as well. We finally got a fridge in. Jade's dad has been working on our kitchen table for us, which is really nice, and getting that painted to match our trim, and I'll show you that in a second. And the floors have been redone, and basically most of the stuff that we have to get finished down here on the bottom, we can just kind of work around the furniture. So I think the next step would be getting a lot of our furniture in, and we've unpacked most of the stuff in the kitchen, which has been really awesome. It's really nice to have a working kitchen again for the first time since March, which is when we sold the house, and have been kind of in transition ever since then. So I'm very, very excited to be able to cook again and make things. I have all my herbs and tea stuff out again, and I'm just so excited. I gotta get my sourdough starter, put that in the fridge or on the counter, and I'm just excited to be able to do all of those kinds of things again. Okay, this is distracting. I gotta move. I don't know if you guys can hear him purring, but he's just a little purr magnet, just purrs all the time. Just purrs all the time. Yes, this is gonna make me sneeze so much later, not be able to breathe at all. Worth it. So worth it. We were talking the other day how a lot of cat people say, people who aren't cat people say that they're allergic is usually because they don't like cats, but I actually am allergic, and I love all animals, and cats included. Anyways, let me show you what all we've got done so far. This tour is gonna be a little bit more difficult than usual with all of y'all underfoot. But starting at the front door, we've got a little bit of our furniture moved in. We need to get a new rug, and all the floors have been redone. We have gotten some new ceiling fans, which I think really modernized the place. I've done all the trim through here, which is just a light kind of grayish cream, a grayish color. You can see it probably more there than you can on the other windows. And then the trim of the table that Jade's dad doing is that same color, and I think it's gonna look so good. This used to be black and it looks so much better now. So I want to get a rug for in here in the dining area as well. The floors, obviously, I am in love with. They look amazing. The kitchen is done. Finally got a fridge, which is so exciting. A new fan and some new light fixtures for in here. Plus we've kind of got everything unpacked and unsettled. I need to get some more of our artwork and stuff kind of for the house. But for the most part, the whole kitchen is just looking really awesome, and I am in love with it. I think the last thing that we need to do in here or want to do is some backsplash and new countertops. But it may be a little bit before we get that done. So for now, this is kind of where we're at. What are y'all looking at? So yeah, I'm really loving the kitchen. They're sneaking in the pantry. What are y'all doing? Tell me you're a chicken keeper without telling me you have chickens. Look at all of these cartons. Come on. No sneaking food for you. You don't need to go in there. Come on. Do have a little bit of trim left. Like you see, I stopped the trim over on this side, so I need to do all the trim here. And then this has one coat, so I just need to finish it all around. So I think that'll be pretty easy to finish. I don't know if I ever showed y'all the stairs going up, but that has finally been redone and finished too. So this used to be a different vinyl that didn't really match the rest of the wood or flow with the vinyls in the bedrooms. And now everything looks so good. It transitions into the, either that's vinyl or laminate, so much better in the rooms. You can see that. So it looks a lot better. So we have a lot of work to do in all the bathrooms and rooms still. I can't even bring myself to tackle the wallpaper, but a lot more popcorn to scrape and roofs and things to paint. So, but we're finally getting close to being through with the downstairs. Don't mind the shoe pile, but I think the last thing we also want to do downstairs is we eventually want to have this entire section behind the wood stove be a stone wall. And I think that would, and maybe redo the tile right there depending on how the stone looks and whether it matches or not. But I think that would really add a nice rustic touch and really bring in the wood stove right there. So we definitely want to do that. And other than that, we need some rugs and to bring in the rest of our furniture, get the TV mounted, get our table. We just have a bunch of furniture basically that we need to bring in now, but we finally can, and that's what's so exciting. I'm also really excited to finally be getting a lot of this harder stuff downstairs where we can at least enable ourselves to live a little bit easier finished so that I can start working on getting some garden stuff done. I had really hoped when I established my other garden at my parents' house that I would have that good and established so that it would be easy to take care of before I started this house renovation thing. But that didn't exactly turn out the way that I thought it would, and it got completely overtaken by weeds, even though I'm sure you guys, if you've been here for a while, saw that I was trying my best to keep up with it. But we didn't start off the no dig, no till the way that we should have, and really paid for it in the end. So I eventually just had to kind of let that garden go or lose my mind in between doing this and trying to take care of that. So I don't have any garden spaces set up here yet, but I do think I'm gonna go around in kind of my landscaping area around the front because I have a pretty big section, and direct sow a lot of my fall vegetables. And hopefully that will tide me over until I can get something else set up. I'll be doing my fall gardening a little bit differently than I would in the past, and I'm not gonna be using my whole seed starting system. But if you have any questions about how to start your fall vegetables or start seeds, I have several videos on that and I will link them. But I'm just gonna be doing it a little bit differently this year. I'm also waiting a little bit later to get started on my seed starting so that I can just direct sow. It's still very hot here and probably won't really start cooling until late October. Plus, well, October's a weird month. It could be cold randomly and then not be cold. Peaches, are they scaring you? What are y'all doing, crazies?